everybody, welcome back to the action. You've joined us actually just looking at the 12th green. This is Archie B. Cook, Reece McElroy and Eddie Wade here at the 12th par 4. Look, what's a good line. That young man who just hit that shot there, he holed out actually from 140 yards at the par 4 fifth a little bit earlier. To just go and mark his ball. So yeah, welcome back to the action, everybody. We are here at Dunstanburgh Castle Golf Course for the final day of the Faldo series. It's the England North Championship here. A bit later today we will have your champions, 4 of them in total: under 16 boy, under 18 boy, under 21 boy and under 21 girl, and of course your outright winner. At the minute, Morgan Blythe 5 under. I believe he's got a 6-shot lead outright. He's now teed off, so the final groups are now out on the course. Doing a bit of hole-in-one hunting. I don't want to ruin the surprise just yet, so we're just going to stick here at 12 as to where we are, but you're very shortly going to be in for a real treat, so stick with this. I can assure you it's going to be worth the wait. Whilst this group just hole out, we're going to stick with this group as they head to the 127 yard par 3 13th. It's just missing right, isn't it? So this is Group 6, Archie B. Cook, Reece McElroy, Eddie Wade. Both Archie and Eddie in the under 16 boys category, Reece McElroy in the under 18 category, teed off at 9:20. Archie and Reece started today at 19 over, Eddie at 18. Oh. Wind is howling up here. We're on the ladies' tee box for the 13th, and it's blowing a gale now. It's calm as anything when we first went live this morning at 8:45, but things have changed somewhat since. Great stuff. So yes, as I said, everybody, welcome back to the action here at Dunstanburgh Castle Golf Course. It is a real treat. It's the final day at the Faldo Series England North Championship. Of course, we are live, and we're here live to do a little bit of hole-in-one hunting. However, before we do that, let's just pop that live leaderboard up onto the screen so you can see how things are panning out. This is the outright leaderboard as well. If you are new to the Faldo Series, hello and welcome back. Here's how it works. There are 4 age categories in total. There's the under 21 girls, the under 16 boys, under 18 boys, under 21 boys, which means we will have 4 champions a little bit later, but we also have an outright winner as well. As you can see at the minute, it's Morgan Blythe who's at the top of the leaderboard. He's played some incredible golf, hasn't he? He's mastered the conditions so far. What can he do today? He's probably on the 2nd or 3rd now as I speak as well. Right, now let's bring that leaderboard down, because here is the main feature, the hole-in-one hunting. Leon, if you would do the honours and just turn around and show everybody this 13th green. Now this is spectacular Look at that. That in the background there is Dunstanburgh Castle. This is the par 3 13th green right there, and it's tricky with the wind, but it's only 127 yards. I believe it's a little bit, it's about 94 for the ladies as well, so big opportunity. So we're going to stick here. Let me move out of the way, because here we have Archie B. Cook, Reece McElroy, Eddie Wade. Will we get our first ever live hole-in-one? What do you think? Comment below. We've never ever caught one live. What do you think? In this feature as well, we have a very special guest joining us, Alex from ASM. He's going to talk to us about college scholarships. Quite incredible stuff actually, and I have to say it's really quite interesting too. That's well left. In fact, it's trickled onto back onto sort of the fairway there, hasn't it? Just off the left side of the green. I think might be a touch disappointed with that. Quite a lot of wind though pumping around. It's behind them, so it's going to push the ball on a little bit. Ball's nicely up in the air. That one's a bit left too, and that's going to trickle onto the semi-rough, isn't it? Yeah. I think this could be good, and it is good. It's a great, oh, it just doesn't quite get the rollout that we were hoping for. I'm going to see if I can get Alex up here, and we're going to have a quick chat with him very shortly. The players are just going to make their way through. Let me just grab a quick word with him. Any more holdouts since we've been out and about? No more? No.
Not quite.
Keep going, I'm sure there'll be more. That young man there holed out a little bit earlier at 5 from 140 yards or so. Now, we are joined by a very special guest, and it is Alex from ASM. We're here to talk about college scholarships. It's actually incredibly interesting. Alex, good to see you. Now, we had a barbecue yesterday, didn't we? And you were telling me all about this, and in my naivety, I knew nothing about it. First of all, tell us about ASM scholarships.
Yeah, so we're a company based in West Palm Beach in Florida, and was actually set up with Ernie Els, who's one of our co-founders. Yeah. Which is great on the golf side to have those connections and obviously attract the best talent in to go and help them. But what we essentially do is we help junior golfers from around the world, not just the UK, secure athletic and academic scholarships to colleges in the USA. Wow. Everywhere in the USA. So
obviously it's a prestigious place to be. If you want to make it in golf, going over to the States is obviously going to help that, isn't it, and potentially accelerate it. What sort of criteria do you have to follow? Obviously you've got to have the game, but it's not just about your game of golf, is it?
No, it's really not. It's the balance of obviously your golf game, but also your academics, because you have to meet a certain criteria, particularly if you're looking to go to some of the top colleges in the NCAA Division 1. You have to have the right academic background and performance to be able to get yourself over there. And in terms of the golf, you've got to play in as many events as this competitively. It's not just about getting your handicap to as best as it can possibly be, but just playing club golf. It's about playing in the right events, having the right tournament schedule, whether that's World Amateur Golf Ranking events like the Faldo series is, or European Golf Ranking events. Those are the types of events you should be focusing on.
So what we're saying is essentially colleges over in the States will be watching this, will be watching the players playing on the Faldo series, keeping an eye, sort of marking a few down that they might think. So they are actively looking for players, I know, across the world, but especially here in the UK as well.
Yeah, absolutely. They all know what events are going on around the world, and in the UK, obviously, our guys in the HQ are constantly updating coaches with what our players are up to and what events they're playing in. But generally, they will be looking at events, seeing how people score, seeing the field. If it's a competitive field and someone who's come up from nowhere and scored really well against them, then yeah, they're going to be getting looked at.
So they have criteria points that they'll obviously tick off. Now, look, in my complete naivety about this, let's say a player on the Faldo series, they make it, obviously, they get offered a place at a college over in the States. What happens then? What's sort of the pathway?
Yeah, so well, basically it depends which type of college they go to, but if they go to a 4-year program in the NCAA or NAIA, then they'll have 4 years guaranteed golf on that scholarship. They'll have competitive tournaments all around the country, obviously in their region, but if they get into the national championships, that could be anywhere in the States. So they'll be flying off, playing different events against different players from all over the country in different colleges. And then if they do really, really well in those events, then they can start getting picked up by professional tours, and that's how they can start progressing onto that.
And you can get to the PGA Tour even that way, can't you? That's
Yeah.
the way to do it, really. And Colin Morikawa, Matthew Wolff, they're just
Exactly,
two names
yeah.
recently
John
who've done it.
Exactly. I think there's a stat out there, and it's about 80% of PGA Tour players went through the USA collegiate system,
Yeah.
which is pretty ridiculous. You know, it's not just the USA guys; it's everyone.
So when does this start then? Because obviously, you know, we've got the under 16 boys category, for example, here. We've got sort of 13, 14-year-olds playing. How soon do these colleges start to take note?
So really, the earlier you start and the earlier you can be on the coach's radar, the better. Now, they're not officially allowed to speak to you or offer you a scholarship until, in England's terms, it's year 11, June the 15th.
Okay.
That's when they're allowed to speak to you.
Yeah. That's GCSE years at school.
GCSE years, yeah. So once you're doing that and it gets to June the 15th, they're officially allowed to start offering and start speaking to you. However, they do start looking years in advance.
Yeah.
There's, for example, we had a call recently with Georgia State on their coach, and they said they start looking at age groups from 12 and 13. That's how young they're looking at, and they'll watch them come up and come through the radar. And
you guys obviously smooth that pathway for the players. You help them sort of identify what's the best player. We all want to go to the best colleges, don't we? But you know, you what's realistic, what's achievable, what's probably best for the player going forward.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's all about finding the right fit for that player. Now, if they come to us nice and early, like these guys do, 14, 15, even 16, then we can help smooth that pathway for them. We can tell them what events to compete in, what they need to be getting, but also we're going to get them on the radar of the coaches, most importantly. Yeah. So when that date does come, the coaches know who they are, they know what events they've been to, they've had communication with us about that player, and they're ready to have that conversation, hopefully make an offer.
What's the first step then? Obviously there's a lot of players playing here, but people watching think, well, my kid's doing pretty good at the minute. Yeah. What's the step to get in touch with you? I'm sure you can offer advice and then sort of go from there, really.
Yeah, absolutely. There's on our website there's forms. There's basically a really simple application that you fill out, which is on asmscholarships.com. But for Faldo guys, we have asmscholarships.com/Faldo. And once they complete that form, you'll get a consultant, so someone like me will get in contact with you. We'll find out all about you. We want to know all about your golf, your scores, what competitions you've been competing in, but also academics. And what we'll be able to do is complete a player assessment for you. Yep. And that's where we'll give you a really good indication of what colleges you qualify for, what divisions you qualify for, and also what type of scholarships. So we can give you an indication of the out-of-pocket costs estimation.
So it's essentially mapped out for you if you just follow that pathway. That's brilliant stuff. Now, that's great stuff, Alex, but what have you made of Dunstanburgh Castle here? It's a treat, isn't it?
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. And I obviously stood up here, my hairline's a bit exposed, but it's...
Yeah, join the club. It's blowing a gale, it's blowing a gale. Look, Morgan Blythe 5 under, do you think he's going to get over the line today?
I'll tell you what, he looks good. He looks very, very good. Extremely impressed. Unfortunately, I didn't see that 5 under round, but from what I've heard, it was unbelievable. But he looks a very solid player, and we've got a few guys chasing him. We've got Luke Metcalf a couple of shots behind, so obviously rooting for him. But there's a lot of talent out here, which is why we love it. Why we love coming here.
Fantastic, Luke. And finally, Alex, of course, we're at the 13th. Do you think we're going to get a hole in one today?
I do. Yes, I do. Be by me on the 4th later.
Cheers, Alex. Thank you so much. Thanks for that. That's Alex there from ASM Scholarships. Do visit the website. Do check it out. It's well worth a look. Right, we turn the attention back to 12 here, actually, because we do have Group 7 coming through. Zachariah LA, Matt Wardle, and Henry Bisha. I'm just hearing a few shouts from somewhere. I'm not too sure, but up they come. And then, of course, we're going to turn our attention back to our hole-in-one hunting with this group as well. Alex thinks we're going to get a hole-in-one. We're going to catch it live. What do you think? We've never caught one live ever, but I think there's an opportunity here at this 13th, this par 3. This is the 12th, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm talking about. This is the 12th, but just behind us is that glorious par 3 13th. If you are just tuning in, hello and welcome. Don't go anywhere, because if you didn't see it earlier, my word, we literally have just behind where I'm talking, Dunstanburgh Castle as the backdrop, the sea on the left, the North Sea. My word, this is one of the most scenic places we've certainly ever filmed at. It's glorious. Is that good? Oh my word, fantastic stuff. That is how you do that, look. Get that man a scholarship. you go, that's a good omen for this hole-in-one, isn't it? It really is. Remember, do comment below. We can see the comments. If you've got a friend or family member playing in Faldo today, please do drop a message of support. We will read them out. The course here at Dunstanburgh is in fine fettle indeed. In it goes, great stuff. Right, here we go. Now it's time for the hole-in-one hunt in the par 3, 127 yards, as you can see from the tee box there. We're going to grab a word with that young man once he's played his tee shot. They have to walk in front of us actually to get round to the 13th green, so it's quite a good place to be, isn't it? So they're going to make their way to the 13th tee box. Here we go, another 3 opportunities here to catch our first ever live hole-in-one. It's the Faldo series, it's the England North Championship, and we are live. We are not in a studio, we are literally on the ladies' tee. Want proof of it? Well, here I am, literally right here. I'm talking to you right now on this tee box. That is the 12th, that is 14, that's the 12th fairway, and that must be 11 over there. There we go. Right, here we go. It's almost time. The green is clear, the 13th green is clear, and it's almost time for these tee shots. 127 yards. Tell us if you're at home watching this, what's in your hand? 127 yards, and we've got a bit of wind pushing behind actually, so that will push the ball on a little bit further. Pitching wedge, is that what we're going for? 9-iron potentially for the. Which one of your mates needs to hit a 4-iron from here? Comment below. 127 yards. Which one of your mates needs to hit driver? Tag them in below. Right, ball's up in the air, here we go. Could this be that moment? Oh, it's a good shot, just needs to push on a bit. I think the wind just died a death actually just as he struck the ball, and probably robbed the ball of a yard or two. Mastering these conditions as well as your own game. It's nicely up in the air. Let's see, it's well left, isn't it? It's going to have to kick on quite a bit more than that. But it's safely on the green. Still running on. Kick on, great shot. Good shot. Great shot indeed. In fact, that's a man on form, isn't it? I'm just going to run down and grab a quick word of him because yet again we've seen 2 fantastic shots just as the camera turns up. So just as the camera turns up, you hit 2 cracking shots there.
Yes.
Incredible stuff.
Thank you, yeah.
What do you have in your hand here?
I've got a 50 degree, it's playing 135, probably got it playing about 125, 10
Yep.
downwind, so it's a full 50 for me there. Yeah, little club toe as well. I mean, I don't know where it's finished, but Felt good.
Yeah, it's the
Felt
best
good.
one out of 3. So
That's good.
best one we've seen so far today. Mind you, we've only been up here for 20 minutes, but
There we are.
you'll take everything, right?
Yes, I will.
Thanks,
See you
mate.
later.
Take care. Here we go. It's playing 135. Nice little wedge in hand. We're just going to keep here at 12. This is Sam Linsky, Samuel Codrington and Charlie Ashbrook. Now, if you enjoyed that chat with Alex from ASM Scholarship and do want to find out more, you can visit their website, or do head over to the Faldo series website too. You'll be able to you just click their logo and it'll take you through to the ASM Scholarship website. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. Go on, oh, it's missing right. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. It'll take you straight through to the Faldo series homepage. You can also access the full leaderboard that way as well. The leaderboard we show you is the full leaderboard, but you can get the age category breakdowns as well. As I said, we will have 4 champions today. We have under 21 girls, under 16 boys, under 18 boys and under 21 boys. So we'll have 4 gold medals handed out later and 4 invites to the Faldo series grand final later on this year. Is it going to have the legs? Because it looks a bit short. Oh my word. You can't believe it. Oh, it just needed the tiniest of touches, didn't it? That's the game. We love it. We also get incredibly frustrated with it at times too. Go on, get in. Lovely. Just watch this putt. In it goes. Right, we're just going to transition now to the 13th. So we're looking at the 13th here. This is the group of heads, of course, Zachariah Alwell, Matt Wardle and Henry Bisha. Zachariah is in the under 16 boys, Matt the under 18 boys, Henry the under 21 boys. Both Zach and Matt started today at 18 over, Henry at 17 over. Look at that backdrop with the castle. It's absolutely glorious, isn't it? It really is. What a course to be at. If you've never played it, I implore you to come down. It was named in Golf World's top 100 courses. You can play for £60 or less. Yes, you heard me, that's right, you can play here. I'm not sure what the green fee is, but it's obviously £60 or less. And it's more than worth that. If you're in the area as well, come down to the club today. We are north of Newcastle, just about 10 miles north of a town called Alnwick. If you do live up this way, come down to the club. There's a lot going on. In fact, there's a happy hour from 2 till 5 as well in the clubhouse. Everybody's welcome. We've got food, drink, entertainment, live golf, you name it. Come down to Dunstanburgh Castle Golf Club today. It is day 3. It's the final day of the Faldo series. England North Championship. Next week we head to Wales for the Wales Championship. We will be live on Wednesday as well for that final day. You can catch all the action. And it's the final Faldo Series event in the UK before we have the grand final later on this year. It just goes so quick, doesn't it? It really does. I think actually for all the effort, unfortunately that was a bogey, wasn't it, for the The young chap, wonderful tee shot. Actually hold out, didn't he, from probably a good 30 feet here at 12. As they're walking back, we are now just going to transition ourselves back to the tee box here at 13. So here we go. Sam Linsky, Samuel Codrington and Charlie Ashbrook here. Oh, it's a good shot as well. Oh, it's a great shot. Very good. That was the young man as well whose putt just needed a breath of fresh air just to push in. It couldn't quite force its way in at 12. Balls up, it looks a good line. As well. Shows what I know, right off to the right, isn't it? So here we go, another attempt at a hole-in-one here. Will we see it? It's the par 3, 13 for 127 yards. It's playing 135. Is this going to be the moment we capture history? This is what we love about sport. We just don't know. It's unpredictable. Up it goes. Oh, it's a good shot as well. Push on. Oh, it's a great shot. Oh, good shot there by the guys. Let's go have a quick chat with some of them, shall we? How's it going? That was agonising, wasn't it? All it needed was just a touch, just a hair's breadth more, and it would have dropped in.
It's just one of those, you've just got to stay patient. It's not playing easy out here at all this week. I mean, wind's up, so you just got to keep staying patient as you can, and it will come, hopefully.
Decent tee shot at 13th. You just say it's been tough, but it's a glorious course though, isn't it?
It's a lovely golf course, great scenery. It's just really difficult. I mean, the wind's been up all week. You just got to take what you can. I mean, I've struggled with irons all week. You just got to make sure you keep the ball sort of low as you can and just sort of do what you can with it. But it will come, hopefully.
Best of luck for
Cheers,
the rest of the
thank
round.
you.
Cheers. Right, so we're just going to stay here at 12, at the 12th green, whilst we've got it, because we do have here Alex Robbins, Oscar Land and Jack Burton. Yeah, it has been tough, isn't it? But it is links. You know, it's not surprising that you're going to have a lot of wind by the sea, is it? Only one player under par in the tournament so far. Morgan Blythe out on the course as we speak now. We are going to catch up with those leading groups as they come down 18 later in the day. Oh, push on, it's going to be short, isn't it? It's going to be well short. I'm getting absolutely battered by the wind here. So in this group, Alex Robbins in the under-18 boys, as is Jack Burton. And Oscar Land in the under-21 boys. Alex and Oscar both started today at 16 over. Jack at 15s over. Alex plays out of Aylesbury Vale. Oscar out of Moralton and Jack out of Wynyard Golf Club. Right, let's just turn our attention, shall we, back to the 13th green as the group ahead are just trying to hole out here. So we're looking back again at Sam Linsky, Samuel Codrington and Charlie Ashbrook here. So there you go. Right, it is now going to be time for another crack at this hole-in-one hunting. Is this group up to the task of getting our first ever live hole-in-one on the camera? We're at the 13th, 127 yard par 3. Here we go. And it is up to this group here. Alex Robbins, Oscar Land and Jack Burton. Is this the moment? Don't go anywhere. Are we about to witness history here? There's no better hole, I can't think really where to do it with the castle in the backdrop. Here we go. Good shot. Go on, push on. Get round, get round. It's going to trick us too long actually. Like I said, he got wind, the wind's with him. Nice and high. Is it going to catch the wind? You can see the flag billowing now. Come around, it is a good shot. Okay. Just needs to push on a little bit, doesn't it? We're going to make our way down into the 12th green and actually to the 13th tee box as well, so we get a different angle of this hole-in-one hunting session for you. So this group now, we move to group 10. This is Adam LeVay, Torin Little and Junior Dobson here. Tough out there, eh? How's it been?
Playing cricket, mate. Trying to score 100.
Oh yeah.
Managed to win like 9 overs. One on the back set.
Is it wind? Is it just, or is it just?
It's tough. Just can't hit. If you don't hit the fairway, if you're in the long stuff,
Yeah.
when you've got more than 130 in, you just can't do anything about it. You just got to take medicine.
Still a long way to go, mate. Still. There you go. Yeah. A few players finding things tough, aren't they? Got to take your medicine and get on with it. It's a good attitude to have, isn't it? It's the game. You can't always be on it. And they're only juniors as well. World Elite juniors, by the way, might we say. This is the Faldo series, of course. And as we heard from Alex from ASM Scholarships, the colleges over in the States take note of the results on the Faldo series. There it goes though. And not everything is staying out. This is Adam Levator in Little Junior Dobson. And it's not long before these three chaps tackle the par 3 here. And we get another chance to see our first ever live hole in one. There it goes. So these chaps are going to come to the par 3 13th here. It's playing 135 yards. And the other players are still on the green. Let's just pop the leaderboard up onto the screen for you, just so you can see how things are panning out in the overall leaderboard right at the top. Remember, we're going to have 4 champions today, but we will have just one outright winner. At the minute, it is Morgan Blythe, the man who's getting the job done. Still a long way to go, though. What's the update? So Morgan leading the way. Is he still at 5 under? Six under now, so I can see because I'm out on the course. So there we go. Right, let's pop that leaderboard down whilst the players just get themselves ready to go. Remember, do get your comments in. We can see the comments. You've got a friend or family member who is playing today. We want to hear from you. in at the par 3 13th. Nice and high. I think he looks too happy with it. Left hand. Nice and high. Is it a good line? I think it is a good line. I think it's a good shot indeed. So as they walk off, we'll turn our attention back to 12. We've got a helicopter just flying off. I hope it's not a rescue helicopter, look. Flying out. That's the North Sea over there. We are about 10 miles north of Alnwick, which is in itself about 20-30 miles north of Newcastle. We are north. I think we're about 75-80 miles south of Edinburgh here at Dunstanburgh Castle Golf Club. It is absolutely glorious here. Look at that. What a sight. So, good thing to focus on just whilst we wait for the next group to come down. Look at that, and it's going to be a nice backdrop. We've got Dunstanburgh Castle as the backdrop to the 13th hole here. It really is quite glorious. All right, we do have the group behind just about to come up 12 as well. And it is going to be Charlie Smith, Callum Waugh and Lewis Ransley here. Charlie Smith and Callum Waugh, both in the under-18 boys category, both shot a total 13 over par for the first 2 rounds. That's how they started the day. Lewis Ransley in the under-21 category out of Eden Golf Club, shot 78, 75, 153, again 13 over par. That's how Group 11 stands at the minute. Teed off at 10:15 this morning, and they're on the 12th fairway now, about to play their second shots at the par 4. I can only see 2 players. I assume somebody else is in that little dip, almost ravine-like down there. This hole is called Saddle Rock, would you believe? 422 yards. Go on, kick on, get up the hill, great shot. It's on the green. As you can see, it's almost an island green almost, isn't it? The way you've got to get it up that ridge. You do not want to have to be going up there. In fact, it's quite a nice hole here because you can almost use the back as a bit of a backstop and get a bit of a kick on if you're feeling confident and brave enough. Oh, go on, slow down, slow down. That's going to trickle off the back edge, isn't it? There it goes. as the players make their way up here, up the 12th. Let's pop that leaderboard up on the screen for you just so you can see how things are panning out. And as things are standing, it's looking like Morgan Blythe is just managing to get a hold of this links course here. Is Morgan going to be our champion a little bit later today? Well, we don't want to say anything too soon, do we? Yeah, currently we're with Group 11, Charlie Smith, Cullen Moore, Lewis Ransley. 19 groups in total. And here come the chaps. A real hidden gem here at Dunstanburgh Castle Golf Club. It really is. It's a glorious, glorious golf course. Incredible scenes. And we've still got a lot of live golf to bring you today. After this broadcast, if we can, we're going to try and broadcast out the leaderboard for you. If we can't, then don't worry, we're still going to be back for the main show, which is where we're going to head down to 18 and watch the leading groups come in and crown each of the 4 age category champions. Of course, it could go to playoffs as well. If it does, if any of the age categories go to a playoff, so technically it could be 4 playoffs. If there are any playoffs, we will bring you those playoffs live as well. They go down 18 and back down 18 and back down 18 in sudden death until we get your winner. We have to have winners as well, and we have to have an outright champion. As we heard from Alex from ASM Scholarships a little bit earlier, there are World Amateur ranking points up for grabs. This is a big, big event. It's the Faldo Series, it's the England North Championship, and it's all on the line here today. It's the final day. No more second chances. If you're going to make a move, it's now or never. Oh. Goes, good stuff. One more player to go. Group 11 here, Charlie Smith, Cullen Moore, Lewis Ransley. Drops, great stuff. Let's have a quick word with the guys, shall we, as they get themselves ready to tee off here. We can't actually see the green from here, can we? Let's have a quick word. Remember, it's day 3 here. Guys, as tee shots go, this 13th is pretty special, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's alright. It's alright. It's good job it's short. Because if it was a bit longer, it'd be still good. Small green.
It is a small green, bit of wind as well. How's it gone so far here at the 13th for you, the first 2 days?
Not bad.
First day was good, but yesterday not so.
A bit more gettable today, do we think? Or, yeah.
Easier downwind.
Yeah. Well, we're about to find out anyway, guys. So best of luck. believe the green is clear actually from the group ahead. Yeah, they are. They're on the 14th tee. So here we go. Right, there we go. Still, fortunately, still no hole in one for us live. I'm very upset about this, I have to say. But we've still got a lot of live golf to bring you throughout the day as well. Now the group behind, I think, are just about to tee off at 12. Now, a little bit earlier in this broadcast, we called up with Alex from ASM Scholarships to talk about how you can get into college golf over in the United States, and it could be a potential pathway to the PGA Tour, couldn't it? Now, over in the States, of course, Faldo series is a big thing, and it's the Hurricane series over there. It's had a bit of a rebrand, so we've got a little video to play you now, all about the Hurricane series. Roll VT.
We want to create the largest junior golf series that's ever been created here in the United States.
Just trying to give them that great opportunity and great experiences.
Right, hello everybody. Yeah, you're actually looking at the 14th there. That's the 14th tee box. That is Alan LeVay, Torrin Little and Junior Dobson. So off they go. Right, we're just going to transition over to the par 3 13th for green now for you. Right, here we are. And we're back with Charlie Smith, Callum Moore and Lewis Ransley here. hole-in-one hunting. Yet to catch a hole-in-one live ever. Will it be today? I hope so. What do we think? Now just remember, we can see the comments, so if you are watching this and you've got a friend or family member or just want to show a bit of support, please do comment below. We can see them and we will read them out too, so do get your comments in. We do want to hear from you. We love hearing from you. This is your show. We're out on the course, right in the heart of the action, right here at Dunstanburgh Castle Golf Course for the final day of the Faldo Series England North Championship. Boys and girls, we've got 4 champions to crown later in the under 21 girls, the under 16 boys, the under 18 boys and the under 21 boys as well. So 4 winners a little bit later to bring you. We're just going to stay live for a couple more groups to come through. We want at least 6 more chances, don't we, to catch a hole-in-one. Could this be that moment? Never ever seen one. Well, I say we've never seen one. We've never seen one live anyway. The sun's just starting to creep back out again as well. We've had blue skies out the day, but the cloud coverage just keep creeping back in. Certainly not cold though today. It's very windy, but it's not cold. It was colder yesterday. We were here yesterday actually having a bit of a walk the course, and we even did a little broadcast as well yesterday. In fact, there's a little clip in there of me trying to pronounce all the hole names. Do go back and watch that. That was filmed yesterday. It's still on the Faldo Series Facebook page. It's still on our YouTube channel as well, Live Sport Now. Do click through. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. It will take you through to Live Sport Now on YouTube. Just click it, subscribe. You can watch all of our live golf in 2021 for free. Right, we're just going to bring the camera back to 12 here because we've got the group behind just playing their shots into the green. Look at that. We've had one very, very good shot. One off to the right. That one's just trickled to the back. And one is only, what, 4 feet away or so from the pin. And as they come towards us, this is going to be Ben Bolton, Nairn Barkley and Alex Turlick. Ben and Nairn both in the under 16 boys. Ben plays out of Enville, Nairn out of Hexham. Alex in the under 18 boys category plays out of Muckhart. All 3 young men shot a total 152 over the first 2 days, 12 over par. Here they are now on day 3 though, coming up to 12. Now I've actually just got a very special guest with us right now. He's just about to appear in shot. It is Stu from Dunstanburgh Castle. In fact, Stu, let's stand with the castle in the background, shall we? Because my word, this course is something special, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, what a sight. I mean, yeah, you couldn't buy something like this nowadays, could you? It's, look, yeah, it doesn't get much better than this, does it?
It certainly doesn't. And your energy, your enthusiasm has really got this tournament going, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You guys have really got behind this.
Yeah, look, it's something that Dunstanburgh's not really known for tournament golf. It's sort of a bit of a holiday venue for a lot of people, and yeah, to welcome some of the best young talent is exactly what we wanted to try and do, and see how they got on. And course record went yesterday, so it's quite nice. Yeah, it
Morgan
is.
Smashed it, didn't
Yeah.
he? Look, I've got to say the players have been very complimentary. A lot of work goes into, of course, getting the course ready, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, look, my background's greenkeeping, but it's a good team effort. We've had some volunteers in from different golf clubs, but people behind the scenes that you don't necessarily see all the time have worked tirelessly to get it run as smoothly as they have.
And it certainly has been smoothly. And I've got to say the hospitality, absolutely second to. I'm not just saying that because you stood up here and you could chuck me in the sea. I genuinely mean it. Look,
Yeah.
do you want to have us back?
Yeah, look, the aim of the game is to, for you guys to come, enjoy it, and hopefully want to come back. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll have that conversation with Matthew at some point.
Fantastic. I'll let you go enjoy the golf. Thanks, Stu.
Cheers.
Lovely stuff. Let's turn our attention back to the 12th here. Way short, isn't it? This is Ben Bolton, then Barkley, Alex Turlick, Group 12 of 19. Go on. Oh, great stuff. Drops in nicely. In it drops. Good stuff. It's a beautiful sight, isn't it, to see in the back. It's a testing course here. You've got to battle the wind quite severely. So we're going to stick with this group of Ben Bolton, then Barkley and Alex Turlick. Group 12 teed off at 10:25 this morning. So here we go. This is another chance for us to get a hole-in-one here live at Dunstanburgh Castle Golf Course. What do we think? Is this going to be the moment? So we've seen a few people have gone reasonably close. Nobody's gone horrifically close though, have they? Could this be the moment? This is what we want to see, isn't it? Wonderful sight. 127 yards. If you are just tuning in, hello, welcome. It's actually playing 135 yards. If you are just tuning in, this is the Faldo Series. It's the England North Championship. It's the final day today as well. We will be crowning 4 winners. An under 21 girl, an under 16 boy, an under 18 boy, an under 21 boy, and one of those 4 will be the outright champion as well. All 4 will earn a spot on the Faldo Series Grand Final later this year. Here we go. Strap yourself in. This could be the moment. Good shot. You'll be all right with that. Just trickle into the... it just trickled away. I was about to give him a thumbs up. I don't think he saw it actually. I hope he didn't. Just a roll out, just pushed it away. Stop, stop, stop. Is it going to do exactly the same? Is it going to hold? It's going to hold. Great stuff. must admit, I didn't see where that one ended up. Alright, whilst this group just walked through, we are just going to turn our attention and transition ourselves back to the 12th, because we've got the next group coming through about to play their second shots. So here we are, looking back at the 12th fairway, and we're going to split between these two groups per 13 here. This is Angus Buchanan, Callum Moncur, James Bailey, both Angus and Callum in the under 18 boys, both a total 152 12 over par for their first 2 rounds. Here they are coming up 12, and James Bailey in the under 21 boys out of Melton Golf Club, 77 75 152, also 12 over par. Go on, kick on. It's going to kick on too much now, unfortunately, isn't it? It's just running away. As I said, you can, if you feel particularly brave, you could even attempt to use the back slope there. So you're going to have to give a bit more onto it than that, unfortunately. It's the angle you're coming at it. As you can see, the pin is cut dead centre of the green. That one's stopped. Good shot there, great stuff. I think we're trying to find a ball over on the left as well in the rough. What a sight, isn't it? I don't know if you can see actually in the far distance, Leo, on the beach. Look at that, a lot of people there enjoying the day's sunshine, going swimming in the North Sea here. The North, imagine going swimming in the North, it must be freezing. I know it's August, but dear oh dear, I can't imagine the North Sea is ever even remotely mild. That's a question for everybody. Have you ever swum in the North Sea? And just tell us, how cold was it? Remember, we can't see the comments. Do comment below. This is your show as well. Interactivers. This is the future of broadcasting, isn't it? Complete interaction. We are here right on the course. We are not in a studio. We are in the heart of the action. I'm literally stood next to the camera on the 13th tee box, the ladies' 13th tee. It's going to kick on. It just got too much gas on it, and I think it has. It's going to trickle to the back. Right, that's good though. Right, as we wait for that group to just make their way to the 12th, let's head back to 13. And we turn our attention back to Ben Bolton, Nairn Barkley and Alex Turlick. Here we go. In it goes. Good stuff. Right, so that's that group there just finishing up. Ben Bolton embarked, the Alex Turlock going to come back to 12 now. And we're just going to watch this group hold out, and then we're going to watch them tee off with that 13. One final chance to get a hole in one before we then head back to the clubhouse for a short break. In it goes. So we are now with group number 13, Angus Buchanan, Callum Moncord, James Bailey. Angus out of Mafton Hall, Callum out of Darlington GC, and James Bailey out of Melton. All started today 12 over par. What can they do today? How are they getting on? Remember, there's a link in the body of this broadcast. It will take you through to the Faldo Series website. You can also access the full leaderboard by age category that way too. Fingers crossed, all being well, we will be broadcasting out the leaderboard once we get back to the clubhouse before we head to 18 for the final broadcast in the main show. Unless, of course, there's a playoff. If there's playoffs, we'll bring you those playoffs live and exclusive. You will see and hear from each of the 4 age category winners today. Ideally, as they come off 18 as well, that's where we like to grab them. It's where the emotion is at the highest, isn't it? This is live sport at the very best, and this really matters. It's the final day of the Faldo Series England North Championship here, live at Dunstanburgh Castle Golf Course. So here we go. We've got 3 more chances here for a hole in one. For everybody, but just for the broadcast today. Ball's up in the air. Oh, it's well left. It's well left. Yeah, because I didn't see it. I'm just seeing it trickle in. Go on. Stop. We've seen these just run, it's just dropped to the back, isn't it? There it goes. Here we go, last chance. Is it going to be this young man? It's a good one. It's one of the best we've seen today, if it holds. And it's gone as well. There we go. Just runs off, doesn't it? Just kicks on and away it goes. Right, there we go. That rounds out our hole-in-one hunting session, and unfortunately our wait still goes on. We've got another chance though next week. Of course, we're at North Wales for the Faldo Series. We'll do another session of hole-in-one hunting there too. That's not it from today though. There's still a lot more live golf to be bringing you. We're going to head ourselves back to the clubhouse now. If we can, fingers crossed, signal's a bit ropey here. We're going to get that leaderboard up for you. If we can't, don't worry. We're still going to be broadcasting live at 18 for final extended coverage as the groups come home, and we crown the 4 Faldo Series champion. We're going to have an under-21 girl winner, an under-16 boys, under-18 boys, and under-21 boys live winner in the next broadcast. So don't go too far. I'm your host Ian Waterhouse, and I'll see you very soon.